Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and welcome back to our Amazonas series. Today we're going to be putting a prison in operation. They're trying to build a prison. I did a little bit of a play behind the scenes. I'm gonna show you what we did. The railroad is almost done. I'm gonna show you how this is supposed to operate. Almost done being that there's only one segment left. That's the one that we need to put the trains in operation. I had an issue with constructing one of the segments that will be connecting this in the opposite direction, circle in the opposite direction. I had a lot of problems with that. I was playing around with it. I was redoing the roads and supplies and all this stuff, and in the end I had to do it this way. But fear not, because most of the stuff here is gonna be removed. I will leave the mud roads. I might leave the asphalt as well. I don't think a lot of people are actually using it. One bridge is done here. This is where the steel is going to be loaded. This is where the steel is going to be delivered. I'm going to show you how everything is going to work. Well, we're going to see how everything is going to work. Hopefully, if everything is set up correctly. I will be removing this segment of the railroad here and this railroad here, just to make a little bit more sense of spaghetti. I'm gonna show you how that's gonna look like. We're gonna see later on, but first things first, like I said, we need to build a prison. Well, actually we built a prison, we just need to make it operational because it doesn't work at the moment. Okay, so we need a couple of things to set up around here, so let's go and how many workers are working here? So if you guys have any idea what is the best way to set up the... Ooh, really? Where are the workers? Okay, so in other news, we set up two... Wow, okay, I probably should do this. Let's do it this way. I just wanted to start on this kindergarten. I created a planned kindergarten over here as well. So we have a couple of kindergartens in place. We have a lot of workers that didn't work because of the kindergarten. Rest of their needs have been met except spirituality. And this is where we're gonna need Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore needs to decide for us here. Oh, I made a big oil field. We started expanding the oil field. I'm gonna show you what we did. It's gonna be expensive, but we're gonna need it. Why did we do this? Because there's no more fuel. We are exporting too much. This setup that we're running over here is actually how do I want to call this? Is this full? Well, this train is full now at the moment, but previously we had issues with fuel. Maybe it's resolved, we'll see. We had a little bit of lack of fuel. I'm not sure. I'm kind of still a little bit sad about the state of distribution in this game. Like for example, we can't set up. I don't know how to fix this, but we can't really set up the line that is supposed to. For example, this is the steel distribution. This is steel exports rather than distribution. What's the problem with this? Why don't we have more steel? There's no steel. Missing resource oil. Yeah, you can see here what the problem is. For example, we are missing oil. Really? Are we really missing oil? Let's do this. Who is delivering oil over here? Oh, right. This is where we're missing oil, because we removed connection and never connected it back. That's fine. Let's do it like this. We're gonna supply oil soon. Should we... we don't have a pumping station there. We can do it here. How much oil is there? Oh, only 6 tons. That's perfect. There we go. We're gonna get oil up and running so we can have production of steel. That's fine. We're gonna supply steel here. Fuel industries are supplying this. That's fine. This is the last segment of the railroad, and it's done. and it's done. But the first things first, let this guy return back. What do you guys think we should do with this? This is eyesore. I think this is a really bad, this railroad construction office to stay here. I think this railroad is done. There's nothing else we can do about this. The only thing we can do here is this. We can put mixed semaphores. Let's see. In the opposite there, you know what, this let's do it like this. Let's do it like this initially, and this is the space, how much space we have for the trains. Let's try to get this right straight away. Now 18 a.m. said something interesting in this game, is that well, reminded us probably, it's like how many more cards you have. I think it's more probable that they are being serviced at the same time. So for example, if we have I noticed this. Oh, can we see this? I think, do we have a train coming in here with coal or iron? That would be really cool because we need those. My ass. Okay, we don't. The reason why we don't, because we didn't produce steel for a while. No, we should have. Why don't we have it? Nah, because of the reasons. Where's the train? Where's this train? Oh, how the hell did I miss this guy? Anyway, I'm gonna demonstrate this. How many wagons at the same time are being unloaded? There's a question for you. Are we servicing all the wagons at the same time? Why is this one half full? This one looks half full. This one is not full. Are you full? It says full. I have no idea what the hell is happening. And this is the last one here. Okay, that's obviously just a visual thing. What I wanted to say here is that the more wagons you have, more wagons they're servicing. So, well, not more. Like, there's a capacity in servicing wagons, and also there's a capacity, like, there at the same time these stations are servicing several wagons. Let's see how many. You're gonna see how many of them are having the resources dropped down at the same time. I think 1, 2, 3. Yes, this is what I said in the comments as well, that there's 3 being used at the same time. You can see that these 1, 2, 3 are dropping resources where others are not. I think the iron as well is dropping. Iron as well, some of them are dropping. So they're servicing a certain amount of cards at the same time. And look, they're not even... Wait. How many... Okay, now they're servicing. I don't know how many. If you guys know how many are being serviced at the same time, that would be a really good thing to know. I have no idea, but I know that they're not servicing all of them at the same time. Is it due to capacity of the station? Is it due to capacity of the conveyor belts? And if we put more conveyor belts to a single station, you know, parallel all the way, would it be faster? For example, if we had separate coal and iron connections to each one of these storage units, would it be faster? But anyway, going back to the main point here is we need to remove, we need to set up the trains here. And having 3 wagons, if it's true that all stations service 3 wagons at the same time, 3 wagons would be the optimal thing. But I don't think loading, unloading will be a problem here. And I think that our setup over here is gonna work immaculaately. So let's go and set it up. So we have fueling station here. So let's go and set up our... should I set up the directions that I should use? Yeah, I think I should. Because we don't want this to be messy. So we need it to be Ronaldo or something. Let's go... Doesn't matter. Just in the middle of something, just for them to know that they're going in this direction. That they can't go in the opposite one. Circle here, that's fine. Well, the circle here is also not needed. This one is not needed, and this one is not needed. I will leave this circular one. Actually, I don't know why. I probably shouldn't leave it. I should let them go and unload steel. Just, you know what? I'll leave it. I'll leave it just in case. The reason why I didn't want to leave it, because if the train runs out of fuel while unloading gravel, well, sorry, not runs out of fuel, decides that he needs fuel, they might go and refuel first before they unloaded steel. Well, I wanted them to unload steel first before refueling. Now, the question is, are they gonna just complain that there's no connection, there's no fuel or connection to the fuel station and they need fuel? I don't think they will. No, I don't think they will. Yeah, I think they're gonna go and... you know what? We'll see. Because I'm afraid if I remove this little circular part here, they will start complaining that there's no connection to fuel if they request fuel before they unload a steel. After they unload steel, who cares? I don't really care. After they unload steel, they will find the fuel station. But anyway, this is the worry I have. Okay, let's go and set up our first trains. I will unpause this. By the way, I'm going to just update you what I... Jesus Christ. Okay, I wanted to update it's the saving. Sorry about the words. I started constructing this in the off screen. We extended this pipe over the bay here. We still have mud roads here, and I have something for Copti as well. We started constructing these. I think... Why is this not selected? Okay. Helicopter constructions, yes. I will talk to Copti as well. We have good news for him, and we also have other stuff that we need to do. I'll manually assign this to oil field, but oil field is not the most important. So we have all this set up here for oil field. Why is this not constructing stuff? It says there that they are not in range, but let's see. Groundwork. Well, they're in range. Do you have everything? It's selected. So what was I looking at? This one here. What? Okay. Yeah, looks like it might be something related to this. I'll just reconnect this. It could be that just this one doesn't have any connections. So can you... Yeah, it's assigned now. Okay, that was weird. What about the rest of them here? You know what? I'm gonna manually assign while we're here all of these right now. Come on. Cables. Son of a... There we go. Rest of them, sure, why the hell not? Let them just expand the field as they work. I did construct crap load of stuff here. We should have decent infrastructure, and I went even a step further. I probably should... No, I shouldn't. I can do it manually. Let's go for... Where is it? This one here. This is the Constructor Office. We're gonna expand this field even further in the future, so fear not. We're gonna have... See this? You can't select this. We can do it. This cable, these power hoses are... Electricity hoses are being constructed from the other side as well. I can just select them and, you know, fire and forget. Just... Oh, do you have the groundwork? No, you don't. Please. Yes. Like a boss. Okay, so for Copti we have something. We have additional security. We're constructing a helipad over here. I forgot to connect it. I will do it right now. Okay, like this one. Oh. Don't. Okay, stop swearing. Really? Okay. Like this doesn't look like it's too close to the power hose, electricity hose. Yeah, fine. Whatever, man. There we go. Nice. There we go. We're gonna have to start on several things also what Mr. Moore told me. Okay, so first things first. Going back to the basics, we're gonna cover everything else. I'm gonna get back to the steel mill later on. The reason why we are getting to steel mill later on is because it's producing now. We can... let's do this. We have, this is the, what's it called? Steel line, no, steel transport, right? Yeah, steel transport. From here, just go over here right now, unload steel, and this one needs to be removed, and off you go. So they'll start delivering steel here, and you guys just sell all the steel. Just sell all the steel from here, because we're gonna remove this storage facility. This is temporary. Trucks will be delivered. Why am I doing this? Okay, just a second. I should have set up this first, so I don't have to mess with this, but I already messed with this, so I'm gonna fix this later. Okay, so I wanted to show you what we did here. We're constructing 3 buildings at the same time. That was a stupid idea, because they require enormous amounts of concrete, and having, again, the game mechanics delivering equally to every site at the same time, it's extremely stupid as well. And the workers are just blasting through this, so we need concrete and steel delivered delivered to a single building first. So we are expanding. Now, regarding the population, we still have living space. There's nobody living with their parents, so it's 0% people without their flats. So we are there, exactly where we want to be. 2 kindergartens need to be finished, so we have a little bit more workforce. Most of the workforce is being used for local construction, local operations. I think they're using some people somewhere where I don't know, but more or less seems like everything is operating as it should. We have a lot of people in Murmansk, secret police. Oh, by the way, if Vicom is watching this, haha, we have secret police with motorcycles, his Java motorcycles. So this is like Matrix type of shish. So we have secret police using motorcycles. Orphanage is being auto-supplied, but it's already full. I mean, like, we'll go all in on orphanage because obviously we're running at capacity. So let's have more workers here. University is doing fine. The power grid is at a limit, so constructing these new buildings is gonna be problematic. And one thing I wanted to do here is something like this. Let's go F3 just to construct the underground electricity hoses. You know what, we can do it next to hospital, like this, and then let's go for underground power electricity hoses. Right, let's go for this one here, just in the middle, because I know that we're gonna need more of them. Let it be. There we go. Okay, so this is what I wanted to do, and we have all set up here. I wanted to get more people. Well, we need more workers. That's the problem. We need more workers because I want this prison operational as soon as possible. Because as far as I remember, the other prison is full. And then some. It's like 50% over capacity, and you can see that prisoners last year and this year we have escaped prisoners. That's never a good thing. We have operational. Okay, you know what? Before we, the main thing now is to get these kindergartens up and running. Obviously, we need a little bit of more steel, and I think we're good to go. Is the steel on the way? It doesn't seem to be. Why is that? Why is steel not on the way? Because we don't have any steel here. We need steel elsewhere, and steel is not being delivered from here. Okay, let's do this real quickly. They sold all the steel from here. That's perfect. Let's remove this. Let's remove all of this. So we're gonna select our new steel distribution from here, and I will do this manually. You know what? Let's have the system operational as it should. So this is supposed to deliver. I'm gonna say straight away that I know that we're making a little bit of a mistake here. So I'm gonna go and deliver steel here. And then we're gonna go and deliver steel, unload steel over here. So I'm doing a mistake in, why am I doing mistake? Because I already did in Canvas series try distribution of steel with these distribution offices, and it doesn't work. This steel needs trains to be delivered. We need a lot of steel, but unfortunately at the moment we don't have steel connection. We don't have a railroad connection to our steel industries, so it is how it is right now. I was thinking about this, but we're gonna talk about it later at a later date, because this is something that I'm passionate about. So now we have all the steel in the world, and the distribution of this steel is slow. I think we are in a perfect place to set up the train right now. The trains, 2 trains. So what is the deal here? We need diesel locomotives. We have these small ones that I was really thinking about, but I'm not sure if we should use these. I'm gonna set them up. I'm gonna set up the bigger ones, but if you guys, ooh, 200. This PKP mod Polish locomotive here looks nasty. I like it. The problem is the smallest ones. Oh, this one is not bad either. You know what? Let's go for this one because it has a little bit more oomph. A different color. Ooh. Oh. Touching me in the right spots. I don't know. Let's go with blue. There's so many good ones. Okay, so the thing is, this is not the biggest locomotive. We need cargo wagon. We said that we need 2 steels and 1 gravel. The question is, if we have more wagons and we can accommodate more wagons, should we go for it or not? Let's go for let's try monitoring this. Let's go for smaller wagons. Let's have 2 steel wagons, sorry, 2 gravel wagons and 4 steel wagons. Let's see what PKP mod has to offer. PKP 25 tons. We need to be in similar capacity with steel as well. So let's see, 25 tons, we have 16 over here, 24. Okay, so we have something over here. So let's try this. Let's go for, come on, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's go 20. We need 24, right? 24 tons. 24. We can probably do even better, but let's go with 24, 29. Let's go 24. Color gravel. Let's go with this one. So we have these. Okay, so we have our first locomotive. It needs to go here, unload and unload. Okay, so it needs to unload and unload. Of course, this is steel, and of course, this is gravel. And of course you need to load steel and gravel here. Now the question is, should I put them to wait until loaded? I don't know. I'm gonna put it in production. Let's see how it's gonna work. This is the first one. It's a big one. If you guys think that we should use smaller locomotives so that they will look better, especially these over here, this one looks really nice. If we should use these, they're pretty small, we can do that. Okay, just because this line here exists, this is the reason why they're going to refuel first. Maybe I can leave, well, I'll definitely leave it for now for them to refuel first, but in the future I will definitely 100% remove this railroad and I'll remove this circular one because there's no point to them except to construct the rest of the railroad that we already did. So this should be working fine. So we have a first train. Let's see, it's a little bit on the long side, but I still think it's gonna fit in here. It needs to fit up until the semaphore lights. Now, if you guys think that, I think it's gonna stick a little bit outside of the steel. Now, if you guys think that this is too big for this setup, I'm fine. Perfectly fine to get 2 steel wagons and 1 gravel one. So let's see what we have here. We have byproducts being steel and gravel. They're unloading everything at the same time. Might be a little bit too big as well. We can go for small wagons like this. Okay, so he's waiting all this time. We can even, you know what we can do? We can have a buy setup. We can have set up with 1 truck and 1 gravel dumper waiting until loaded. So they will always be here and then train for everything else. Maybe, I don't know. But I think the sad part about this setup that we already had here was that... what was the sound? Why did you sound? Like, okay, so is this too big? I don't think it looks that big. I thought it's gonna stick a little bit more out. But we can... I think it looks... I don't want to say perfect, but next to perfect, because it would be perfect if we had 1 wagon less. But let me know what you think about this, guys, about the setup, about all of this. So this is 1 train. We'll see how it works. It should unload gravel here, so that's their next stop. Unload gravel here, and then unload steel in this storage. Now, I thought about storage distribution, sorry. Steel distribution from this storage. We can do something like this. It's gonna be a little bit too much terraforming for my taste. It's potentially even closing off this canal here, which I don't really like. I want this canal to stay open, but for steel distribution, in order for this to be next to perfect, we probably should connect this steel to the railroad network, which shouldn't be a big problem. We can play around with this. Let me see what kind of steel stations do we have. I think we have these top process one. Let's see, 1 truck cargo station. Right, okay, problem is that all the industrial connections on these, I think I need to stop using these. I need to stop using these vanilla. Vanilla is bad. Vanilla bad. But anyway, they don't have industrial connections. Oh, by the way, my keyboard battery is not dead for some reason. The keyboard was just acting a fool or something like that. So, yeah, all fine. So, anyway, what I wanted to say is that we can connect storage, steel storage, similar to this one or this one, to rest of the railroad network, or we probably would have to rebuild this one or something, but it doesn't matter. If we're gonna ever expand the steel mill, we definitely should consider, you know, a better setup than this. But I really love this setup. I would love to build the ultimate setup would be, again, is it Topros's? I believe it's Topros's steel mill, the big electric furnace, electric arc furnace. This is the ultimate setup. And my favorite. I love that electricity is being used for this. The only problem with these big factories is like that they're more or less self-contained, which is, well, actually maybe not. They have 500 ton consumption per day and 800 tons capacity. Yeah, no, they're not self-contained. They're just huge, enormous factories, and they do require trains. So this is the ultimate setup for train lovers and the biggest steel production in the game that at least I know of. So this is probably our goal. This is the end goal, these big steel mills. An electric furnace steel mill, and it requires very little coal, which is perfect. You need coal for carbonate or carbon in steel. Steel has 0.2 to 2%, I believe. Steel needs between those, you know, it's you get, if it has more carbon, then it's brittle. If it has less carbon, then it's not hard enough steel. So it has to have this Goldilocks zone of carbon, 0.2 and 2%. Don't quote me on that, it's just talking out of my ass. But it's like those amounts of carbon is required. So steel should be back in circulation. Mixer, or not. We can speed this up by setting up the secondary, this one here. This one has steel. We used a lot of steel, and you can see that we had a problem with steel supply. I will set up these guys from here. We require 47 tons of steel. I think we have how much did we say we have here? We have 81 tons. Yeah, this is automatic import, so trucks from here are on the way. 3 or 4 of them are gonna go and deliver all the steel that we need now. They just need to go all the way there. Now, the steel is not a big deal. I'm kind of hoping. Well, let's see the kindergarten. Please, no. Darn it. We're missing steel in the kindergarten as well. So until the rest of the steel is delivered, I'm gonna tell these guys. Oh, no, we need the other one. I'm gonna tell these guys to go and supply this kindergarten with steel as well, because I would like to finish this kindergarten as soon as possible. The second kindergarten is being built here. I built 2 of them because I'm pretty sure that one of them won't be in range of every. It will. That's fine. I can build another. Well, we'll see what capacities are gonna save, and we don't know how big the city is gonna be. At least 4 neighborhoods we're gonna build around here. I forgot to. Well, we probably should have opened with this, but this is for Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore has always great ideas and a big supporter of the channel, so I'm gonna go and do this for Mr. Moore. He said that Murmansk over here would be a great supply. That it would be a great place to play with brutalist architecture, and I can't agree more. I'm a big fan of brutalist architecture. A lot of concrete, a lot of steel, all this stuff. Let's check what the hell is happening here. We have a little bit. Okay, let's go and make a place for a building. We're gonna go for this Balfron Tower. Balfron Tower that Mr. Chris made. It's a London Balfron Tower. Balconies. You know what? Well, let's put balconies towards the out of the, away from the streets. Let me see. Feng Shui. Okay, this looks how it's supposed to be. You know what? A little bit more space. I'll put it in the middle here. Did we flatten everything? Flattened. Yeah, I think we did. So something like this. I hope it's not gonna fly around the building. It does require, well, a little bit less concrete than I expected, but the panels, prefab panels, are made of concrete. There are only 31 tons of concrete required, and it does have groundwork as a stage of construction. This is nice to see. So we're gonna require a lot of concrete for these buildings to be finished. I'm gonna say that a mistake of this Zelenograd. Zelenograd means the green city. Zelen is the color. And Grad, of course, most of you already know that it means a town, city. So, Zelenograd is the city northwest of Moscow. It was used, it was considered to be Naukograd. Nauka is a science, so science city around in the Soviet Union, and they have, I don't know when these buildings were built, but they're kind of fancy buildings for, you know, scientists and whatever. Even today is considered, you know, part of this science city thing. Right. Unfortunately, the mistake with them is that they don't have the groundwork stage, construction stage, for some reason. I have no idea why, but anyway, they don't. Okay, what did I want to do here? Come on, go away. We have city council, not enough accountants and officers. Oh, you're operating without any issues. I think it's electricity, is it? No. Maybe. Yeah, we're dealing with electricity. We already built redundancy over here for this neighborhood, so this guy doesn't have to work so much. But you can see it doesn't really matter. He likes to work too much. We're building an additional redundancy over here, so you can see that underground electricity hoses are being finished, and we just need the electrical components, and that's gonna be finished. And then this one, well, it needs to be constructed. But you already saw that it doesn't take ages for this to be constructed. Oh, right. I just saw that dollars are pretty low. We populated this farm, maybe even too much, but we populated this farm with American vehicles. Previously, you guys said that you like the Mack trucks, so hell yeah. Let's do this. We have 6 Mack trucks. Initially, I started with these Tatra 138s, but I think you guys are gonna like these, and they're affordable. Like, not as affordable as Tatras, but they're affordable. But we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 harvesters at the same time. Maybe, like I said, overkill. I can see straight away that there's 5 of them. They're not doing anything, but we're gonna have more fields. We finished this road over here, so I'm gonna build farm fields here. We're gonna build farm fields over here and over here, so we're gonna need a lot of them. Not so much for work. I know that this is not the most efficient thing that we're gonna build around here, but actually, you know what, we can do it right now. Let's go and build these fields. Let's see how it looks like. They tried to build a prison. I'm still saddened that well, we still really, we still didn't set up the prison, because we don't have enough of workers. I don't want to set up the prison without workers. So let's say something like this, and then I'll do gravel. And I forgot that I shouldn't build gravel to the fields. We should go for mud roads. I think it's a little bit more realistic, and I think it's nicer looking. So gravel road over here. Let them finish this. As soon as it's finished, we're gonna build mud. Oh, darn it. Okay, let's do it like this. Before we do any more damage to this. I missed one field. Let's just do it like this. Construct this. Do we go in the opposite direction? You know what, we can start on it. I don't know how big it's gonna be, but if we ever, like, we have some land here that we can utilize. Here we're gonna build something. I'm not sure how yet. Oh, this one requires concrete. Let's go for construction. Groundwork 1 and groundwork 2 needs to be removed from here, please. Thank you. All the vehicles that are already on the way, hopefully they're not going to be affected, but groundwork 1 is going to work on this one. Why? Because we have 3 mixers here, and we don't, well, we had 3 mixers here, but you know, this is not like, we're slowly expanding our oil fields. All fine, all good, no issues, but it's not the most pressing concern. The most pressing concern is the most entertaining one, and that's Murmansk. And well, Oolykee is promised to put a prison in operation, but looks like it's failing. We're already at 34 minutes of the second segment, and did we even have this train do anything? Oh, pause. You are going to... what? Why? Full? Really? Sure. Let's go for 1 and let's go for 2. Both of you guys need to go to depot, and this one needs to go to depot as well. And dump all this gravel, that's fine. So we cut down the number of trucks servicing this because we want the trains to be the main thing over here. Are they using fuel while standing? No, we're filling up. No, that's fine. So we're not wasting anything. Now we're gonna have to mind the productivity of these, and again we still have a problem with importing enough resources over here. I'm missing these messages because they are not important. We need to import more of these resources. Well, actually we need to have our own, but it doesn't matter. If we had our own, we still need more of them. Anyway, let's cover the rest of the things. What else did I do? I wanted to populate... I can ask Kopti now if he's watching this. Okay, no, seriously, what do we need to do here? What helicopters? We have 3 helicopters. We can exchange this. I have 1 for people, but they can carry as well other stuff. And we don't have a helicopter landing pad here. And we have 2 resource ones, the Mi-10s cargo helicopters. What vehicles do we need? We need cranes. We need, do we use the road construction vehicles as well? So which ones of these do we put? I know that we're gonna need cranes. Let's say, for now I'll put, let's go with 2. Do they have auto search here? Not that we're gonna set them up, but what do we need here? What do we buy? Paver, roller, tower crane. I know 2 cranes. I think I'm pretty sure we're gonna need 2 cranes. We're gonna need excavators. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need excavators. So fancy ones, light ones. Is there a limit to how much cargo they can carry? 13 tons, and this one is well. 11 tons, so they can carry everything, but I would still like to stick to lighter ones. So this one or this one, 22, 20, so probably this one here, 1, 2, and then I'm pretty sure we're gonna, I don't know about the rest of them actually. I'm not gonna do anything else, but yeah, well, maybe we need, yeah, I think we need, but the Kopti, please hit the comment section and tell me what we need over here. 18 a.m. I'll leave the setup here. We're gonna end it over... Jesus, where are we? Here. I'm gonna leave this setup railroad. Like I said, I'm gonna just repeat this. We're gonna remove this circular railroad here because it's absolutely... Actually, this one is absolutely not needed. This one is absolutely not needed. And I would remove this one. You know what? Yeah, we can totally. And this is how let's regrow the grass, so I'm gonna show you how it looks like. This is how it's supposed to look like. We can even remove these, but I think it's not realistic because there's a train. They require quote unquote, it's maintenance, you know, and this is maintenance shed. I wish that these can be smaller ones. Here in the farm we started with a smaller railroad construction. This is our next project, to finish this railroad construction and this bridge and all that stuff. But this is dark, and this is our let's speed up until light. This is our setup now with the railroads. I need another train. We need another train over here, but looks like everything is functioning perfectly. The second train, we can put the second train as a smaller one. So the only worry I have here is that one of the trains, that both of the trains at the same time will be filled, will be full, and oh, did it stop or did it fill up? It filled up. It filled up all the way, so we cannot store steel. Okay, it was waiting to be filled with gravel. Even if when I didn't tell them to wait until loaded, they still waited to be loaded. This is my worry, that they're gonna be loaded at the same time. And looks like they're filling up steel faster than gravel, but it's expected because it's a little bit more. Because on a daily basis, they produce a little bit more steel than gravel. So yeah, and you can see that this is affecting us now at the moment because we have too much steel. So they emptied the gravel over here, and now they're gonna empty the steel. And this is the first full circle done. Yeah, I'm thinking how we can set this up. We can set one to be wait until loaded and the second one not to wait, but I think both of the trains are gonna wait until loaded anyway. So maybe we can go for a gravel train and steel train. No, that means that both of them need to be emptied at the same time. Technically, I could have built this a little bit nicer, not this circular way. But I think that was because of the, well, I don't know why, just to accommodate the construction phase. Technically now I can demolish this part of the railroad and make it nice, and just retire this train for a few days until this railroad is fixed or looks nicer, and it would, you know, look nice. So this is the current setup we have. Second train would probably make it work to 100%, except that I'm not really 100% sure if they would fill at the same time at any point, and then we would have a steel mill not doing anything. And again, this thing with the wagons have a little bit discrepancy, where we're producing 30 tons of steel and 14 tons of gravel per day. I don't think we have any equivalent of the wagons at that capacities. Even if you double that with gravel, what about steel? 67 tons. It's still more steel than gravel, and I don't know how to make them, you know, be perfect. Anyway, that was saving again, lag. That's it. 60. What is this? This is steel. It looks like it's covered hull. Why is this one steel? And this is not even a mod. That's strange. Anyway, steel 69, 67. We need more steel, and this is we need yeah, and 60. Well, maybe 67. Double would be 60. This would be 58 for gravel. So if we go, no, it's still not. This one will require even more steel, and then gravel would fill in. No, I think that if we implement a second train, would be a little bit better. The situation would be, well, much better. But anyway, that's it. We're gonna, in the next episode, I'm gonna implement the second train. Financially, we are fine. We just need to supply this steel as soon as possible. Maybe we can offset this with the trucks, to have more trucks, put a second gravel truck back in operation, just so we can unload this gravel faster, because the trains obviously are going to be loading steel faster while the gravel is not. So we can retire, for example, if I pause this and retire the second truck over here, off you go. So because steel is not the problem anymore, we will load steel a little bit faster, well, on the trains, and trains will hopefully leave when the steel is full. We'll see. There's a way we can play with this. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna leave it here, and I'm gonna say that I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, because I definitely did. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it, and if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. Guys, thanks for watching, and have a nice... It's Friday. Hoo-hoo! Friday. Have a nice Friday. Bye-bye.